this is the first magazine that I've ever run, and I'm at the helm of it all. And then people dig it, which is even more crazy. Hey, I'm Khatchadourian. I'm a digital programming manager and online editor by day, and then I also run a magazine called Amadeus. Amadeus is a quarterly arts and culture print magazine. Each issue we feature 11 different creatives in a range of mediums, anywhere from photography, design, surfing, skateboarding, people that paint, more fine art, illustration. It runs the gamut of creativity. 11 featured creatives each issue. Those are in the form of photo editorials, interviews, featured essay pieces. And then we also have an online element called AmadeusMag.com. It's honest, it's raw. We put a lot of time into it. When you come into our site and you're going through the articles, you're like, wow, people took time to write these and really got to know their subjects. It's not just like us regurgitating a press release. It's us going into the studio and like learning about these people, spending a day with them. Sometimes artists will be really kind and like give me pieces of their work after I've like featured them in the issue or featured them online. So like Juliet's actually going to be in issue 13, the next issue that we release in January. The job that I have now is the first like 9-to-5 position that I've ever held. Before this, and when I was first starting Amadeus, I was writing freelance for a number of publications in Boston. I was doing all arts and entertainment features and interviews and created a huge community in Boston. A lot of it kind of crossed over into Amadeus as well. When I went to get the job that I have now as the online editor and digital programming manager, I brought in the first 4 issues of Amadeus, and it kind of just blew them out of the water. They were like, this is so cool, like, we want this for our brands, like, can you create one of these for us? Like, you have such a good eye. And I was like, this is such a tool to like take into jobs and be like, this is what I've created, like, I could do this for you in whatever form that you want. It doesn't have to be print. I can curate just as well like on a digital platform, you know? So it was like a really cool thing to go into businesses with and jobs and be like, this is what I've created. Like, this is what it's taught me, you know, like this is what I can bring to your company now. These are Valerie Bauer's photos. She's been in previous issues. My little collection of things that are inspiring to look at. So when I get to like a design block, I can just like look at my wall and be like, I like that color, and then like go back to the computer and like use the color, you know? Yeah, so the biggest difference is that I'm between my 9-to-5 and Amadeus is that I'm reporting to somebody in my 9-to-5, you know, like creating content that's under their vision, you know, like I'm curating content at my job, but it's under somebody else's vision. So specifically right now I'm curating surf and skate, snowboarding and music and art articles for the business that I'm working for. But it's also really different than how I run my own magazine. For me, Amadeus is just a completely like blank canvas to do whatever I want, you know. I can create whatever I want, I can write whatever I want, I can hire writers and photographers and videographers to do whatever they want, as long as like it fuels the creativity of the magazine, you know. From 9 to 5, I'm focused on someone else's dream and someone else's vision, but when I get home and on the weekends and whenever I find a spare moment during the week, like it's all my vision. Like no one can tell me not to do something. Like if I'm interested in it, I'm doing it. My photographers actually took these photos and stuff. All the photos and imagery that you see in the issues are all exclusive, haven't been printed before. This is issue 11. This one's almost sold out actually. One of my favorite covers though. Great imagery in this one as well. What's your ticket out of the normal like job setting of that normal 9-to-5? And it's like, everyone wants that stability. They want that paycheck to come on the 1st and the 15th, you know. It's nice to have that stability, but it's like, how long can you withstand trying to pursue someone else's vision? I mean, I definitely have those reservations though. Like, it's nice to have that stability and like, I have to think about like, when is the next payment gonna come in, you know? So I don't know, we're on a really cool path right now, and I feel like we're getting to a point where I'm gonna kind of take that leap though. It was important for me to start the magazine while I had an actual job. So I had that stability, and now that I know that it's grown exponentially since I got that job, I know that it can go further. The one thing that I really love about Amadeus and the magazine itself is like, I have the ability to choose who I'm gonna be working with. Like, I know who is gonna have like a like-minded vision like myself. That's what really comes with like having this like side hustle, you know? It's like, you get to choose your own destiny because you're choosing the people that you work with. It's very freeing. It's like complete freedom. It's nuts. And then people dig it, which is even more crazy. That's definitely been a learning experience, like the whole management stuff, just because this is the first magazine that I've ever run, you know, like, and I'm at the helm of it all. I mean, now I have several contributors with people working on different pieces at different times and multiple pieces, and it's kind of hard because like right now we just do everything through email and like Google calendars, and I mean, it's fine, but it's also like a lot of like scrambling all the time, you know, so that's a challenge, but I don't know, it's just been like a learning experience, like trying to manage a ever-growing team. So this is just like more stuff that inspires me, like whenever I'm like about to design something new, I'll just kind of like reference books that I love and stuff. Like this is a huge book that I love to reference. That text is great, like I'm keeping this down here. I want to use that for something. Doing what I love would just be running the magazine full time, you know, having my solid team of contributors and my managing editor and like just having everyone around me, being able to pay everybody and just being able to continue to produce the magazine. I think that people see how passionate I am about it and then they get passionate about it. I'm trying to like not be like super intense about it, but like I really love this thing and I really believe in it and I know that it's different than most of the media that's out there in print form. Like we're really like trying to break down some barriers and like really write honestly and like give people good content. I think when people see that passion in me and like how passionate I am about creating something tangible and like honest, they just back it, which is really cool. We're all in this together, you know, like we're all going to the top together.